game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bearcats ready to get this thing started and open the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quarterback may change this route. Jackson gonna throw it. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He's got him. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
221 wing, 221 wing. Okay, break. Drop goal.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It'll be third and long. Jackson will throw. A strike downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Burke. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it.
Bringing it back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. Three yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. The run from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. And the timing just a hair off.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Quarterback adapted. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Moves it forward just a bit and pick up a 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out fast. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's got it on the run. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! They're on the board first here in the season opener. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for room. It's Nixon. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Brown wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hughes. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This is a designed run. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
With the catch, it's Richardson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Knights headed quickly to the line. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quarterback moving. Got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll take it himself. Powers just shedding tackles. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
He might want another play. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Dances away to buy time. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throwing right. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. Turning it on. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Brown will throw it. Using his feet to buy time. Uncorks run to the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Might be changing the route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath,
breaks into the open. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. As this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive, they've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Jackson gonna throw it. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Nixon. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Quarterback got it himself. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
he can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The pull and throw off the RPO. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Knights will go for it here on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Let's go. Right.
The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Chad. White 80, Brooklyn. White. Chad.
One back, baby, one back.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown wants to pass. Looking to buy time. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Into the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got his man. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Pressure coming. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
Yeah, and that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
Now on the move. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. The Bearcats will try to punch it in on first and goal. To the air on first down. Now adjusting. He wants it all. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Bringing the heat. Steps away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and force the incompletion.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Louisiana Monroe is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 24 over the Judicials. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quickly complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Jackson will throw. Pulls it in. It's Burke. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The offense changing the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Jackson gonna throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making the play, forcing the incompletion.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You were set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions, a big third down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Caldwell. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game.
Touchdown, Bearcats! And the route is on.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. Looking for blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. Jukes his way from all. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the corner. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Burton. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Check, check. Black 33, Mouse choice. 33, Mouse choice.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Brown wants to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Rocky switch. White 18.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
A nice job by the quarterback there working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Black 93 wins.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, going to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's not going to make